If you're having difficulty creating Pinterest graphics, then this video is for you. I'm showing you how to create them in just under 10 minutes. Hey guys, I am Kristen, the stylist and photographer behind KF Stock Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to create a Pinterest graphic in Canva. So the reason that we're using Canva is because it's a free program, so you don't have to pay any monthly fees if you don't already have a design program like Illustrator or InDesign or even Photoshop. So the first step is to go ahead and create that free account over at canva.com, or go ahead and log into your existing account, and then you'll show up here on your dashboard. And you can see I already have our blog post image. It's kind of saved here, but I'm going to show you how to design exactly this from scratch with you right here. So the first step is under Create a Design. We're going to click More. We're going to bring this drop down, and under Social Media Posts, we're going to click Pinterest Graphic. And this is going to automatically populate the perfect dimensions for a Pinterest graphic. You don't have to worry about customizing those. And then you have all of these options for different templates to create your own Pinterest graphic. So you can go through here, pick one that you love and customize it fully, or you can do one from scratch, and that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. So the first thing we're going to do is upload the KF Stock Studio photo that we just bought. The one we're going to use today is actually this one, so I'm going to click and have it populate here. You're going to go ahead and have to click upload your own images, and then from there navigate and find it either on your desktop or whatever folder you save that image to. And just for reference, we are using the teal desk collection number 22 if you wanted to hop on over to KF Stock Studio to go ahead and get this image. So coming back here, I'm going to click and drag this over to the corner so that I can expand it. And so just clicking on the corner and resizing that so that it fits and fills the whole artboard. And then because I know the way that we design our blog post graphic, we have a white box that's over here kind of on the right-hand side. And I don't want that to fully cover the pins, which are just so cute because it's a Pinterest graphic. So funny. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and flip that. And so you can come over here into the left-hand side, click down, and you can flip any image either vertically, which is not really what we want right now, or you can flip it horizontally, which is exactly what we want. Awesome. So next, we're going to create the black rectangle that goes here at the bottom where we list our website. So I'm going to come over to Elements, to Shapes, and then I'm just going to click on this white square, and we're going to resize this. So we're going to bring it down, make it a lot skinnier, drag it over to the corner here, and expand it so that it fits the entire artboard. And then we're going to change the color, and it's a little bit hard if you're a first-time user to see this, but you change the color up here. The white kind of blends in very well, but you click the white box and then click on black. And if you have a specific brand color that you want to change it to, you can click the plus, and then you can go ahead and enter in that color code, that specific color code that you have. So now I'm going to add text on top of this. So we're going to come over here to the left-hand side, and I'm going to pick the subheading one. So if you click, it'll just automatically populate it here. You can scroll through here and you can see all the different layouts that you can use. But we're going to go ahead and just type in kfstockstudio.com, highlight all so that we can change it to our brand font. And our brand font is Playfair Display. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. We're going to expand it just a little bit. Awesome. Make it smaller because it's a little too big for us. We're going to put it down to 14 and make it on white. So make the color white so it can really pop on the black. I'm going to click and drag it down here, and once those guidelines come up, awesome, it shows me it is centered in the image and centered on the rectangle that we have down there. So the next step is to create our big white square that goes over here slightly to the right. So I'm going to go back to Elements, add in that exact same white square, and just go ahead and resize that a little bit so that it fits exactly what we're needing, and bring it about to right here. Let's make this just slightly shorter. And then I don't want it to cover so much of the beautiful image, so I want it to be a little bit more transparent. So to change the transparency, we're going to come over here to the right, click, and then we're going to bring it down, and we typically have it around 92, so you can play with that and see what works best for you. Awesome. And then we have a black box that kind of comes up here at the top that just gives you a quick subcategory. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that white box again, and we're going to make it small, just like we did for that bottom black rectangle, and make it a little bit skinnier than that, and bring it up to here, and we're going to change it to black to make it pop. And then I'm going to add in the text, same that we did for the bottom, and this, our kind of subcategory is called Designing in Canva. Oops. Canva. And then highlight all. We're gonna do the same that we did for the bottom, change it to our brand font, bring it down to size 14, change it to white. Awesome. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drag and put this up. When those lines come up, it's perfectly centered. Yay. And then we're gonna add this vertical black line that we have that goes and runs down the side right here. And that's just for pure visual effect. But if you wanna go ahead and add that, that's how we have it. So it's elements and then lines. We're gonna open up lines. And it's the very first one that's here. So just click and it automatically populates that white line, which I'm gonna change to black so we can see it. And then we rotate it. So to rotate, you're gonna click the little arrow that's here, click and drag, move your mouse, and then perfectly vertical, put it here, and it kind of extends past the white box. So it looks like that. Awesome. And then we're gonna type out the full blog post title. So we're gonna come back to text, add in the heading. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger font right now. So it's how to create a, and I don't want to type out the entire thing through here because I want them to be in different fonts so that things really stand out. So if everything is kind of all in the same font, it makes it really hard to stand out when you're scrolling through pins on Pinterest. And let's make this a little bit smaller to 40. It makes it a little bit hard to have your pin stand out on Pinterest when there's so many different things. So I really want to make sure that ours does. So how to create a, and then I'm going to say Pinterest graphic. And so I just went ahead and added another heading there, Pinterest graphic. And I'm going to do this one instead of in the Playfair serif font in a script font. So Canva doesn't have our secondary font, which is called Quentin, but it does have one that's very similar. So it's right under here and it's called Playlist Script. So if you wanted to be super specific and upload your exact brand font, if you click here, it says upload your own fonts and you can click learn more. And that is on a paid version of Canva though. So since we're, startup, small business trying to do things, free, we're not quite there, and I'd suggest to you find one that's similar because it will still work. Click here and we're going to go ahead and make this bigger. So I'm going to make it stand out even more. I don't want it to blend in too much with the serif font that's above it. I want it to pop. And then the last line is how to create a Pinterest graphic in Canva. So instead of starting over and adding that and changing everything again, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the one that's above it. So if you click on it and you come up here to the right, you can click copy. And we're going to put in Canva, and we're going to left justify that, and click and drag it down here. So how to create a Pinterest graphic in Canva. And then we have one last detail that we have on our Pinterest pins or blog pins, and it's a circle that goes over here, black and white circle. So that's under text. If you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling down here, there's lots of gorgeous layouts, but you'll eventually get to some that are color and different shapes. So bear with me as I keep scrolling. Awesome. So they're starting to come up. Here's the one that we use. So just click on that and enter it in. And this for us is a category. So we have some that say how to, some that say quick tips. So this one is a how to. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in and then change both of these to Playfair. And as you can see, it'll start saving the fonts that you're using on this document up at the top. So you don't have to keep going down to those alphabetically. You can come up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and resize the whole thing. So just grab that corner, drag it down, resize it to smaller, and then drag it down to over here to the left-hand side is how we have it. And then we're done. And we have finished creating our blog post and Pinterest graphic in Canva. Last step is to click the download button over here, pick the file type that you want. I typically use JPEG, click download, and it's gonna pop up down here. And if you're on the Mac, also in your downloads. And then it's ready to go. So you can upload that to your blog post, pin it to Pinterest, and you're done. And we hope that you super enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions on how to use your stock photos or any questions regarding this video, don't hesitate to reach out to us at hello@kfstockstudio.com. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button below and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.